Mobile Gamers Unite. This is Lanford Part 2. Alright, so if you didn't see Part 1 yet, you need to go back and watch that. Alright? Pretty much we had some technical difficulty, but you know me, I'm just going to pick it up and keep going with it. Okay? So, we were talking about Lanford, and I was right at the part where I was talking about Lanford's amazing Javelin Skill. And it is a game changer, okay? Because what it's going to do is it kind of works like Leon, where you move up and you do more damage each time. So you can do 1.5 damage with it if you move up 3 blocks, because it starts at a 0.8 and you get 0.2 for each block you move up. You can move 3 blocks and you can attack somebody with it, okay? And what's really cool is your berserkers, because you're going to be running berserkers, they get to attack now something that's 2 blocks away. So you're giving your troops a ranged attack, and of course it's going to apply like their critical and their damage, and berserkers are running around with like 500 plus attack and a high critical chance. That's wicked, because now they can attack something. So that is something that Lanford can do that Leon can't, you know, and that's awesome. Very useful. Superb ability, because you can do that, and if your enemy's not dead for some reason after that, then you can hit them with chain lightning. Chain lightning's probably going to finish off anything that didn't kill, you know, unless we're talking about a huge dragon or something. Even then, and once chain lightning gets the killing blow, the clock works on it and it gets reset, so your cooldown, so you can spam the chain lightning again. So this character is simply just amazing for that, and I really did not know how much damage this guy did until I really got him. And where did he go? Yeah, I instantly realized that this character is kind of overlooked, okay? And like I said, a lot of that has to do with Leon being Leon, and we already have sort of like a king when it comes to that, but this is Leon's little brother, and he is totally awesome. If you just pulled him, if you just started playing, he's really awesome to have, because, well, you just pulled yourself a Leon for your account. He's going to be able to do the same thing, and then you can always branch off, and he can go the infantry way, and he makes a killer infantryman, okay? And also, this is one part of him we didn't talk about yet in part 1. We talked about Javelin and how amazing that is, and how that lets your berserkers attack. And here's the other thing too. As long as you have space to move, okay, because you can attack somebody and be standing adjacent to them, okay, and they're right in front of you. And then the next turn you can move 1 block to the right, 1 block forward, so you're standing right next to them, and then you can move 1 block past them. And you can do a diagonal attack with Javelin, and you're going to get that 0.6 for moving 3 blocks, and it's still going to be a ranged attack, because if you're attacking somebody diagonal, then they're technically 2 blocks away from you, at which point in time you and your berserkers will get to do this amazing attack on an enemy. Now if the enemy doesn't have a ranged attack, he can't even attack you back. That's wicked. Alright, that is just really, really, really cool. I mean, as long as your enemy doesn't have a ranged attack, whenever you're hitting him with Javelin, you get to attack him, and he doesn't really even get to retaliate. So that's really useful, okay? Leon doesn't do that. Lanford gets to do that, and I think that's nifty. That's awesome. So this guy can definitely put in a lot of work for you. He can do a lot of things. And one of the best parts about him too is his talent, okay? And this is definitely overlooked, because it doesn't really look that impressive when you first look at it. All allies within 2 blocks have their stats increased by 5%, excluding hit points, okay? Because that'd be a little too OP, okay? This effect doesn't stack with command, okay? So check this out, guys. This is 5% now. If this was 5% to attack and defense, that would be good, okay? I couldn't really complain. You know, 5% is noticeable in this game, okay? But this isn't 5% to attack and defense. This is 5% to everything, including your crit, attack, intelligence, defense, magic defense, skill, all of them, okay? And mine's only at a 3-star. All right, when this character is 6-starred, you're getting 15% to everything. I can completely see why they had to leave the hit points out. Okay, that would just be dumb crazy from the back. All right, so 15% is nuts in this game to have to everything, to everybody that's just standing around him. And I think that's why I really like him as an infantry unit. Okay, because he's just gonna give so much to everybody around him. It's just crazy. I love this character. He's awesome, and I'm so glad that I didn't overlook him because I managed to get him. You know, but I really had no idea at first how good he was. I spent a day playing with him on my free-to-play account, and I built this one up today. I've only gotten him to level 52, but I had to shoot this video, had to let the masses know this guy is a slick killer, and he's dressed in black. He's coming in with berserkers, and this guy will just definitely tear some shit up for you and do a bunch of work for you. So this banner's still up. If he seems interesting now, go ahead, try to pull him. You won't be disappointed. One of my guildies asked me, he doesn't have Leon and he wants Liam. I told him, I said, man, if you don't got Leon, pull for Lanford right now, okay? Because you won't be disappointed. He can put in that Leon type work, all right? So, and if I'm going to tell that to my guildie, I'm going to tell that to you guys too. If you don't have a Leon, pull for Lanford. All right, you could always get Leon later, and you could have both of them, and they can work together. That's what I like about this. The developers knew that if they strictly made this character to be like Leon, it wouldn't mesh well, and people would pick Leon over him, and then he just wouldn't get used. So they made this character where he can work with Leon, with that strategist buff, okay, and he can make an awesome infantryman. And that's what I like about him, and he can do crazy sick damage, high crit builds, and everybody that's standing around him is going to end up getting 15% to all their stats. That's just awesome, okay? So his soldiers are off the chain, whether you want to go cavalry or infantry. The Heaven's Guard are awesome. A lot of people don't really have him developed yet. But Berserkers, more people have some of those like developed a little bit further along because they're a lower tier unit that you can get. That doesn't mean that they are a bad unit. Berserkers are absolutely amazing. They don't just look cool, they definitely put in the work. I used to run Berserkers with my Leon, okay? And it was just fun to do, even though it hindered his movement a little bit, but that's another subject. But these guys are wicked. Their attack is so high in that crit, along with Lanford and his crit. It's just ridiculous. So guys, like I said, Lanford he's that guy, he's the man. And you know what? I'm glad they gave him a black hat, okay? Because he just has too much hair, all right? You got too much hair if you're not a damn Super Saiyan, if you're looking like that. I'm sorry, okay? I'm glad they gave him a hat because he needed it. And really, if I'm gonna run Lanford, I gotta have this skin on him because I don't know, man. It's just too much hair. FYI, that's just what I think. So let me know what you guys think about Lanford and his hat or his badassery on the battlefield. Mobile gamers, I'm out.